Hi there, thanks for checking out our repair channel. This is just going to be an overview of this unit. This is one that we repaired for a customer that came into us not too long ago. Don't get too many of these 75 miles Zarebas. We get a lot of the 100 and 200 miles and occasionally like a 25 mile or something like that. Or their 10 mile solar or the 30 mile solar. We get those in from time to time as well, but not too many of these 75 mile units. So if you've got one of these 75 miles Zarebas, or there's some other model, they got some Blitzer, American Farm Works, maybe even a Red Snapper type unit that's in a similar case, maybe a different sticker or something like that, but they're all fairly the same on the inside. Just some of them share the same case, just different guts on the inside to make one stronger or weaker. But I believe this 4 output Joule 75 mile unit, I think it's the biggest unit that they make in this case size. I think they've got a 50 miles, 25 miles, stuff that's smaller, and then they've got some 100 mile and 200 miles that are bigger case and bigger unit in general. So if you got one of these, we'd be happy to take a look at it for you. We free quotes on stuff, 1.5 year warranty on the repairs that we do on a unit, and lightning is part of the warranty. So, but we'd be happy to look at it. Go to our website. It's fencerfixer.com. Fencer and Fixer are both spelled with an F as in Frank. And there is a link in the description tab down below. So hit the little tab, brings it open, and there'll be a little link on there that you can click on. But that's where we're located. We work on all brands, all ages of these things, no matter if they're made 40 years ago or older, or made 40 days ago or newer. You know, we work on everything. All right, so we'll get into this thing. It's pretty basic on the way it works. It has just one little light here that flashes a little fence OK light. It has a ground knob and a fence knob there. This light will flash with every pulse. If the fence gets loaded down too hard, this light will go out. Sometimes if this light's not flashing, you can't see it flashing and no fence is hooked up to it, it's always good to use a digital fence tester across there. There's a multitude of brands out there, but get a good one. It'll get the silly, cheap little flashing light testers. Those things sometimes work, sometimes don't, depending on the size of the unit. And put it across your terminals. If you get a good high 6,000-7,000 volt reading or higher, even though the light's not flashing, then the unit's still good. It just means that light bulb's burnt out, and that's just cosmetic more than anything. But if the light's not flashing and the unit's clicking, and you test the unit, the fence tester, or you put a screwdriver across the knobs there and see there's no spark or very little spark, then there's probably an issue on the inside. Or if it's just dead in the water and doesn't come out at all, there's no fuses on these things on the inside, so no reason to try to look for a fuse. They don't fuse these ones. Some brands don't. A lot of brands are getting away from fuses. A lot of brands just aren't using them. Some brands still do on certain models. Some brands don't do fuses on any of them. So, all right, we'll plug this in and we'll turn on. It's 110, 120 volt unit. It's a 2-prong cord. Flip the switch and turn it on. You can see the little light flashing there. If you don't have a digital fence tester, but you've got a little flashing light tester, you can use one of those, or one of these. Doesn't have to be this one, but it could be any really decent brand of digital fence tester, or get a screwdriver and go across it. But this one, we're going to go across the fence, the ground, and we're getting almost 7,000 volts out of it, which most brands range between 5.5 to 9 on their voltage. And that's with 6.6, so that's 6,600 volts. So we're going to cross the fence to ground, or ground to fence, it won't really matter. So that's another way you can test the unit, see if it's working or not. If you don't have a fence tester, just unhook everything from it. If it's not making any noise at all, no clicking, no flashing, you will not get a spark out of it because it's not clicking or flashing, not doing anything. It's not cycling. If the light's flashing but the animals are still getting out, do this kind of test. If it's a pretty decent spark, then the unit's fine. and you've got something going on with a fence problem or a grounding problem when the ground system is not quite adequate for the size fence that you're dealing with, the size unit that you're using. If it lights up, but you do that little screwdriver test and you're not getting anything out of it, or very little spark or no spark at all, then the problem's on the inside, and don't have to start checking your fence and start checking your ground, because it won't matter because this unit's got issues on the inside. But that's when you look up a place like us and send it off to us to work on. But yeah, like I said, we'll give you a free quote. We don't charge you anything for working on one, so it costs you a little bit of freight to get it here. You could probably fit this in like a medium flat rate box at the post office for about $13, $14. So that's probably the cheapest way to ship it, is one of those priority mail flat rate boxes. This medium flat rate box, and the freight at the post office doesn't cost you anything, just get to pay for the postage, and that's it. So, but anyways, this is just like a little overview of this unit that we got in for repair and got going for a customer. That's a Zareba 75 Mile EAC75M-Z. So they use some weird model numbers for their stuff, but it's a 75 miles Zareba. This hangs on the wall right there at the top there. Yeah, be careful, get my hand across some knobs and get the crap shocked out of me. So it's a pretty nice stout unit. This one actually got a little water inside and ruined the thing on the inside. Capacitor was still good, but everything else basically had to be replaced or rebuilt. But that's how things go sometimes. These things are not sealed up at all. There's no gasket in them, so keep them protected in a little box or install them indoors. That goes for most AC models, for multiple brands. But anyways, until we do another video of how one works, or how to fix one, or how the features of a unit, we will see you later. Make sure to subscribe, hit that thumbs up button, and go to our website, fencerfixer.com. And check us out there. We, like I said, free quotes. We work on all brands of these things, all ages of these things, and a 1.5 year warranty and everything that we work on. So until next time, see you later.